Hi, welcome to Slow and Steady Studio. I'm Pam, and I am just 2 weeks away from the end of my 12-week focus cycle. And this is the point where a lot of people accidentally quit. Not because they meant to, but because their brain just started chasing the next thing. So today I thought I'd share how I handle the last 2 weeks so I actually finish turtle style. So I have 6 brief points. Let's talk first about where I am right now. So I run my year in 12-week focus cycles. After the 12 weeks, I take a week to celebrate or celebrate and reset for the next 12 weeks. And where I am right now is that I am 2 weeks away from finishing that 12 weeks, just 2 weeks away. And I have been working so hard. So I've been working on this 12-week cycle, and honestly, this is the moment where my brain starts to go, new idea. So it gets a little hard to stay focused at that time. So the second point is that these last 2 weeks can get kind of tricky. So here's what happens. My motivation starts dipping. Quite frankly, on a personal note, I've been really struggling with allergies lately because the temperature went up for a while and then it dropped way down. My sinuses were like, I don't think so. And so it's been really hard to stay focused, in addition to just being almost done with this last 12-week cycle. And you know what? The novelty of all those things that were like, that I was going into in January. Oh, I've got all these things that I'm going to do this quarter, these 12 weeks. I've been in the trenches with those things for quite some time, and the novelty is gone. And guess what? Some new shiny ideas are on the horizon, and my brain wants to start something fresh, wants to just go ahead and jump right into those instead of finishing what I've already been working on. So we think of so many times my focus, or kind of metaphor, our mascot for my channel and my business is the story of the tortoise and the hare. That slow and steady wins the race. So when the tortoise got close to the finish line, he didn't jump off the course and go run some other race. No, he just kept on going. Because who would have won? The hare, when he finally woke up and ran for the finish line. But no, he stayed the course all the way to the end. So that's what I need to do. So our brain loves to start things. Finishing things, that's a whole different skill. That's sustained attention. All right, so the third point here is actually talking about 3 tasks a day. I recently made a video about how I only do 3 tasks a day. That's aside from my routines and habits. I just write 3 things on a piece of paper, stick that in my pocket. That's my 3 focus things for that day. I got to keep on doing that for the next 2 weeks. I can't give up. I can't say, oh, just never mind. I'm so close to being done. I know what needs to be done. My list is a lot shorter than it was at the beginning. Nope. If I don't continue to work on those 3 things each day, whatever those 3 things are for that day, I am not going to accomplish what I wanted to. I've got to stay focused with those 3 things. And go and watch that video if you haven't, because I go through how I determine what those 3 things are by priority and deadlines. So just 3 things a day, and that's a win. There are some days where I only put 1 thing on the list because the reality is that I have a lot going on, but I do want to make some progress on my lists. And so I just put 1 thing on and I get that 1 thing done. I call that a win. 1 is better than none. So my 4th point here is that I want to protect the finish line. So let's say that I am trying to work here on my tasks, but my brain is thinking about the next things. I have so many ideas every day. I have so many things that are on the calendar, on the horizon for the next quarter, and I'm already thinking about those things. I can't help it. But what I need to do is park those ideas. So I have a list where I can go ahead and write them down. It's kind of like a running brain dump, because if my brain is constantly jumping ahead, I'm getting distracted from what I need to be doing right now. And so if I can park those ideas and then go back to them during my week of celebration and reset, that's going to help me focus on the current goals so that I can finish what I started for this quarter and just completely get that wrapped up. Not have a whole bunch of open things, open projects. My fifth point is that I want to continue my turtle strategy. I am not going to try to heroically sprint toward the finish line. Quite frankly, I don't have it in me right now to conjure up some extra energy or extra time. It's just as busy as it has been. Consistency wins. It is more important to be consistent over time in small things and small amounts than to try to push crazy for short amounts of time. I do want to make sure that I'm focused for this next 2 weeks, but I'm just taking those steady steps. No heroic productivity, just being consistent, just doing those 3 things a day, but choosing those 3 things very carefully and making sure that I do get those 3 things done, because I don't have time to be pushing things on further if I really want to accomplish the goals that I set for these 12 weeks within that time period and not be carrying them over to another quarter where I want to be working on other things. So remember that slow progress still crosses the finish line. Think of the tortoise. So my last point is just to let you know what I am excited to finish for this quarter. I do plan on doing a recap of this quarter. I don't think that I did really like at the beginning of the quarter telling what I was going to be working on. I would like to do that moving forward, but what I will tell you is that right now I am wrapping up a 6-week decluttering course that I've been teaching. It's a workshop. And as I finish that, I am going to be starting a body doubling subscription, and that is just about in place. So I have to make sure that I have all of my ducks in a row for getting that going. I am this close. I have been working so hard on that, getting that system in place so that body doubling subscriptions can run smoothly, and then getting started on that. The other big thing that I need to get done is taxes. So we need to get taxes done by mid-April, and I have some travel that's going to be happening here coming up soon, and so I can't put off getting those taxes taken care of. I need to get them done in this window that's really big. So if you are in the last stretch of something right now, this is your reminder not to quit 2 steps before the finish line. Slow and steady still counts. 2 weeks. We've got this. So tell me in the comments, are you someone who loves starting things or finishing things? I want to thank you so much for watching. I would love to have you as a subscriber if you enjoyed this. And I'm actually getting close to 500 subscribers. I know that doesn't sound like a lot compared to other people, but you know what? I'm on my own journey here. Slow and steady is going to get me there. So I would love to have you as part of that journey. So if you would like to be along with me for that, then please click the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.